In the year of our Lord 1761, I found myself aboard the three-masted schooner, Octavius, a vessel as sturdy as she was cursed. Our mission was a daring one, to navigate the treacherous waters of the Northwest Passage, a feat unachieved and coveted by many a brave sailor. The allure of finding a faster route to Asia was a siren song too strong to resist for Captain Henderson, a man as enigmatic as the seas we sought to conquer. The early days of our voyage from England were marked by high spirits and favorable winds, but as we ventured further north, the sea turned vicious, and the ice, as if possessed by a vengeful spirit, closed in around us. The ship, once a beacon of hope and adventure, became our icy prison. Our journey took a harrowing turn one fateful night in 1762. A fierce blizzard struck, and with it a strange phenomenon occurred. The air shimmered with an ethereal light, and for a moment, it felt as if we had crossed into another realm. When the storm abated, we realized we were not alone. There, on the icy expanse, stood a figure. Cloaked in furs with eyes that glowed like coals, he beckoned us. Captain Henderson, driven half-mad by the relentless cold and the promise of glory, ordered a small party, myself included, to follow this spectral guide. We trudged through the blizzard, our senses numbed, until we came upon an ancient shipwreck half buried in ice. The figure vanished as we approached, leaving us to explore the ghostly vessel. Inside, we found remnants of a crew long dead, their faces twisted in terror, their fate a grim warning of our own possible demise. Horrified, we returned to the Octavius, only to find that the ship had transformed. The crew, once robust and full of life, now moved as if in a trance, their eyes vacant. Captain Henderson, once a man of reason, now spoke of visions and whispered of secrets hidden in the ice. Days turned to weeks and weeks to months. The cold burrowed into our bones and despair into our hearts. Our provisions dwindled, and with it our hope. Yet the captain persisted, driven by an unseen force, guiding the Octavius deeper into the frozen abyss. In the depths of my despair, I discovered the captain's logbook. Its pages revealed a chilling truth. Captain Henderson had made a pact with the spectral figure, a promise of eternal glory in exchange for navigating through the passage. But the price was our souls bound to the icy depths forever. The final entry in the logbook was dated 1762, the year we met our spectral guide. The realization dawned upon me. We were no longer in the realm of the living. We were part of the cursed legacy of the Octavius, a ghost ship doomed to roam the icy waters for eternity. 13 years passed before our frozen tomb was discovered by a passing ship off the coast of Greenland in 1775. The men who boarded found us, the 28-man crew below deck, frozen in time. My icy figure was found among them, forever trapped in the moment of our chilling discovery. And so, this tale I recount, a warning to those who dare challenge the merciless sea and its hidden secrets. For the Octavius sails still, a ghostly vessel lost in time, a testament to the folly of man's ambition and the unforgiving nature of the sea. Whispers from the SS Ourang Medan. It was in the year 1947, aboard the cargo vessel SS Ourang Medan, that I found myself ensnared in a tale so bizarre, it has haunted me ever since. Our journey began uneventfully, setting sail from an obscure port in Indonesia, the ship's belly laden with an assortment of goods, among them, as I later learned, a dangerous cargo, sulfuric acid. As a junior radio operator, I was new to the sea, my heart full of adventure and my mind naive to the dangers that lurked in its depths. The crew, a motley assortment of seasoned sailors, went about their duties with a grim determination, their eyes hiding stories they dared not speak. Our voyage took a nightmarish turn one fateful evening. I remember it was a stifling night. The air was heavy, thick with an impending doom. It started with a scream, a blood-curdling shriek that echoed through the ship's steel corridors. Rushing to the deck, what I saw was a scene straight from Hades. The crew lay scattered, their bodies twisted in grotesque forms, eyes wide open in terror, arms outstretched as if warding off some unseen terror. In a panic, I rushed to the radio room. With trembling hands, I sent out the distress call. All officers, including captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge. Possibly whole crew dead. The words barely left my lips when a sharp pain seared through my chest, a feeling as if my very soul was being ripped apart. My last conscious act was to send out a final desperate message. I die. What followed was a blur. I awoke to the sound of voices, rescue workers who had boarded the Medan. They spoke in hushed, fearful tones as they navigated the charnel house that the ship had become. I tried to speak to tell them of the horror, but my voice was gone, a mere whisper lost in the wind. As the rescuers investigated, a sinister detail emerged. The ship's cargo hold, which held the sulfuric acid, was found tampered with, the containers intentionally ruptured. But by whom? Or what? The ship, as if possessed by a malevolent spirit, began to groan and shudder. An engine room fire broke out, its flames licking the sky, a fiery maw ready to devour all evidence of the nightmare. In the ensuing chaos, the ship was abandoned, left to its fiery fate. I watched, a disembodied specter, as the SS Ourang Medan sank beneath the waves, taking with it the ghastly secret of that night, and any chance of understanding what had transpired. Later I heard whispers of a survivor, a tale in a 1948 newspaper article that spoke of the deadly cargo being the cause of the tragedy. But I knew the truth was far more sinister, something beyond the realm of human understanding. The SS Ourang Medan became a ghost story, a legend shrouded in mystery. And as for me, I remained forever tethered to that cursed vessel, a silent witness to a horror that defied explanation. The sea, it seems, is a keeper of secrets, some too terrifying for the mortal world. And so I recount this tale, a warning to those who dare to delve into the mysteries of the deep. For there are things in this world, hidden in the dark abyss, that are better left undiscovered. Echoes of the Mary Celeste. It was November of 1872 when I, first mate Thomas, stepped aboard the brigantine Mary Celeste, bound for Genoa with a cargo of alcohol. The air was brisk, filled with the promise of a smooth journey from New York. Captain Briggs, a man as seasoned as the sea itself, led our crew with a steady hand. His wife Sarah and their young daughter were also on board, their presence lending a sense of warmth to our wooden vessel. Our voyage began as any other, with fair winds and calm seas, but as days turned into weeks, a sense of unease crept upon us. Whispers of bad omens and sea legends circulated among the crew, fueled by the strange creaks and groans of the ship. Captain Briggs, usually unflappable, grew increasingly tense, his eyes frequently scanning the horizon as if expecting some unseen menace. Then on the morning of December 4th, a dense fog enveloped us. The sea turned eerily still, the air chilling to the bone. The ship, once a beacon of life and activity, fell into a suffocating silence. That night I awoke to a commotion on deck. Rushing out, I found it deserted. The lifeboats were gone, along with Captain Briggs, his family, and the crew. In my bewilderment, I scarcely had time to process the abandonment when another brigantine, the Dei Gratia, emerged from the fog. Captain Morehouse, a friend of Captain Briggs, boarded our ghostly vessel. His eyes widened in disbelief as he surveyed the empty ship. Its sails still set, the crew's belongings undisturbed. Captain Morehouse, suspecting foul play, decided to sail the Mary Celeste alongside his ship to Gibraltar. As we journeyed, strange occurrences plagued us. Shadows flickered in the corners of my eyes, and whispers echoed through the ship's corridors, as if the spirits of the missing crew were still aboard. Upon reaching Gibraltar, an investigation ensued. Rumors abounded, from mutiny to piracy, from insurance fraud to supernatural theories. The cargo of alcohol, intact and undisturbed, only deepened the mystery. The court, baffled, eventually released the Mary Celeste without solving the enigma of her abandoned crew. Years later, I heard tales of a hidden journal, supposedly belonging to Captain Briggs, found in an old Genoan attic. Its pages hinted at a discovery, a secret so terrifying that it drove him and the crew to flee into the unknown. But the journal vanished as mysteriously as it had appeared, leaving the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew an unsolved whisper in the annals of maritime lore. Now, as an old seafarer, I often find myself gazing out to sea, pondering the fate of my captain and comrades. Did they fall prey to a sinister force, or did their own fears lead them into the abyss? The sea keeps her secrets well, and the Mary Celeste's mystery remains, a haunting echo in the endless blue.